Hey everybody, I'm Grandmaster Ben Finegold. Happy New Year! We're doing 5 minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. I want us to look at a game played like 160 years ago, maybe more. I can't count. It's 1858. How many years ago that is? 170? I don't know. Anyway, it's a casual game played between Paul Morphy. Yay, Morphy! We're going to start the year out right with Paul Morphy against probably the best player he ever played, and that's Adolf Anderssen. And I think after Morphy, it was unclear, depending on what year it was, who was better, Anderssen or Steinitz. But definitely when Morphy quit chess and didn't play anymore, I think Anderssen was the best player. Anyway, Paul Morphy's white. This was played in Paris. It was a King's Gambit. Everybody likes the King's Gambit. And they played one of the main lines. H4, G4, Knight E5. Black played the move Knight F6, which is one of many moves. Knight takes G4. Knight takes E4. So black is still a pawn ahead. Black wants to play Knight G3. So D3. They played Knight G3. Morphy sacrificed a rook because, to be perfectly frank, Morphy hasn't really sacrificed anything yet. So he played bishop takes F4, developing his bishop. Knight goes in the corner, winning a rook. Queen E2 check. White has a big attack. Now, in this position, black has two legal moves. Bishop E7, which he did not play because Knight F6 check and Bishop H6 checkmate with advantage. So black played Queen E7. Anderssen's already won a rook, so why not trade queens? Okay, and so unfortunately, black's queen was gone soon, but white's queen was not. So actually, after Queen E2 check, white's winning. So basically, Morphy's a genius because Morphy realized after D3, if black plays Knight G3, bishop takes F4 basically is winning if you take the rook. Bishop E7 gets mated, which I showed you, and Queen E7 loses the queen. White plays Knight F6 check, which forces King D8 because it's the only legal move. And now the brilliant Bishop takes C7 check. Black has one legal move, and Knight D5 check wins the queen. Now, black has enough material for the queen, but black's king can never get safe. White could castle later if he wanted to, but black can't. And black's knight on H1 is frankly terrible. So black has a rook and two pieces for a queen, but that's one of his pieces on H1. That's not very good. Okay, Queen G4, which stops Knight G3 and defends the pawn on H4. D6, attacking the queen. Queen F4. Rook G8. Anderssen's like, let me get my knight out. Queen takes F7. Bishop takes H4 check. King moves. Now, rook is attacked. Knight's in the corner. King is no good. So a little risky. Rook E8. Knight A3. The knight didn't go to C3 because he wants to go to C4, and he wants his king to have escape squares in case there's some attack on his king, like with Bishop G5 check, for example. Knight A6. Queen H5. Call that a skewer where I'm from. Takes the knight. Now white is up some material. Black says, that's okay. I can get the material back. Bishop takes B2. Queen H4 check. King goes to D7, which makes sense. King goes to C7. I can play Knight B5 check. You're not attacking my knight anymore. Rook B1, saving one of his pieces. Anderssen thinks maybe he can win the knight, but then Queen A4 check wins the bishop, And white's going to have a queen for a rook and a piece. And black doesn't really have any good development here. Pieces are all on the side in the back row. King is exposed. So Anderssen resigned. So brilliant game by Morphy. He got Anderssen's queen pretty early. Anderssen had probably enough material for the queen, but with his bad pieces and bad king, the attack was too strong. Thanks for watching 5 Minutes with Ben. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And Happy New Year. Happy 2025 to everybody. Bye, everybody.